Hi, how are you? My name is Sherrill Moody, and I'm really happy to be here with you. I have something to talk about that's a little touchy, so I hope that you're ready for a real conversation. We have, in our relationships, a responsibility to heal within ourselves. We have a responsibility to seek for understanding and look within ourselves first. The reason why we have that responsibility is because when we have love and healing in our heart, and we get a feel for how to do that and process and create that feeling and healing within ourselves, then we're able to do that outside of ourselves. One of the things that happens a lot, when I was growing up, I should say, there is this show that started. And the Jerry Springer Show was a show that people wanted to tune into, like what was going to happen next? Who was going to come out and accuse somebody of something? What fight was going to break out? People showed up for the audience just to view this. People tuned in just to view this. The beginning of a culture of venting openly and spewing anger had begun. Now, it didn't begin with this particular show, but it began on TV and reality TV in this particular situation. We had a couple decades worth of leading into this, of speaking out in vicious ways. And in fact, it didn't even start then. This has been going on since the beginning of time, because let me give you a visual of how this affects people and relationships. So picture a family of 6 driving in a minivan, a 1984 brand new minivan, and believe me, I loved this minivan, with 2 built-in baby seats. And we're driving and we're going on a trip. And as we're going on a trip, one of the cute kids throws up. The seats are fabric. They absorb everything. And we're stuck with this to deal with. Venting is a lot like throwing up. Venting and spewing opinions and vitriol and anger and hate is like throwing up in a car with fabric seats. It is not pretty and certainly not healthy. The kind of cleanup it takes for everybody involved who are not sick is intense at times. The person who throws up does feel a little bit better. Throwing up always helps you feel better, doesn't it? But do we really need to throw up where everybody is, all over the fabric seats, where it's absorbed and it takes forever for people to clean up? Now, I love my children, and I do not resent cleaning up after my children, but venting is just like that kind of a circumstance. We spew our stuff, our issues. These are our issues. We own them. I own my issues. And when I vent my issues out, then I vent those issues out for everyone who receives it, everyone who hears it, sees it, and experiences it with me. I pull them all into this issue. They all have to clean up. Everyone has to process what I've just experienced. Everybody has to process all of those emotions. And they have to process that within themselves. So then they start creating their own belief system. My venting might not even be the most healthy venting. But now I am projecting forward possible false beliefs, possible unhealthy viewpoints, possible unhealthy things. I am processing my own fears from my own life story. That's not really a fair way to try to have relationships. So we're talking about relationships, and we're talking about having healthy relationships. Having a healthy relationship is about communication, is about processing within, is about having a few key people you love and trust who you can actually have a conversation with, who know how to receive the information without taking it on themselves, where they have to feel like they have to fix it and be a part of it. Those friends are very near and dear to you, and those friends should be kept forever. And it would be nice if we could each be a friend like that to a few people too. So before, in your home, at work, on the road, in the airport, on the bus, at school, in the neighborhood, in your community, before you consider spewing your fear, your anger, your frustrations with something somebody did, before you spew that, before you project that out there, before you really voice your opinion, begin right here in your heart and start asking yourself, what am I so afraid of? Am I courageous and loving? Am I strong enough to work through what's going on? Am I healthy enough in my heart to process what I'm experiencing? And if not, how do I get there? What do I need to do within myself? So my challenge is that before things get out of control and you're losing your temper, my challenge is that you take a step back, take a deep breath, take a look in the mirror, and start having a heart-to-heart with yourself about what's most important, who the most important people are in your life, and if you're willing to nurture healthy relationships within yourself, with yourself, and then with others. It certainly is a way to ignite your best self, and it definitely is a way to change the world. Have a fantastic day.